Good morning, friends. Welcome back to the second day session on the topic positive and centered living in uncertain times. So, I think the people, those who have joined second day, we are we welcome, and the new people also we welcome them. Bhupesh ji, good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good
Uh,
morning to all.
Thank you. So good morning. So first thing that I would like to start today, I would like to know about your journey, Bhupesh. So you have worked more than 10 years in corporate life, and then you decided to move into this spiritual journey. So what things um, make you feel that you selected this spiritual journey?
Mm, I would like to take this question this way. First of all, I would like to thank my parents that uh, for the upbringing. My father, I would say the training starts from home. So my father happens to be a pretty decent, honest, spiritual person, and he's a small shopkeeper, and he would just work the whole day and would read spiritual books and sing bhajans, and that was my childhood. He would never drink or do anything, and entire childhood watched my parents like that. Then I would say once I went to a shopping mall to buy a jeans of Levi's. There was a sale, and I couldn't find the jeans, but there was a shop of by name of Osho. I picked up a couple of cassettes, heard them. I found it very interesting, bought two more, then got hooked on to it and kept on listening, reading books. At age of 24, I attended my first meditation camp. Uh, and that was like a life transforming practical experience of what I would call spirituality in my terms, that there was energy in the body and the mind was silent. So those two things put together. Uh, Post that, there was marriage. The journey kept on with the IT world, with the computer, with laptops, with data centers. But back of the mind, that experience and listening to mystics, that thing kept me on the path that there is something beyond on what I'm doing. So I met couple of alive mystics also. One of them stays in Bageshwar in Himalayas. His name is Swami Yog Chinmay. He's left his body. Another one is he stays in a village in Madhavpur in Gujarat. And meeting with those remarkable people also inspired me on this path that there is more to life than what I think and what I am doing. So finally, at 29, I decided that okay, that's it, and I left my job. My last job was in Ace Data Devices in Gurgaon, and came to Dehradun, and that was the end of the journey with NCR and IT career, and started working over here. So this constant search and interaction with the mystics. I mean, today also, if I was to say in practical day in contemporary world, I find Osho is extremely inspiring to me. Sadhguru keeps talking. Another wonderful mystic who's still alive and he keeps talking is Eckhart Tolle. He's based out of Canada, has been to India, but uh, absolutely amazing. Swami Ram is there. So, the touch with a mystic keeps you on the path. That is one thing which I feel. I mean, uh, without it, there's no possibility. Really, there is no possibility. Very, very rare it might happen, but the mystic acts like a catalyst, which will put the fire on you and you walk the path. Dum dum dum. Otherwise, we are treading the path. That is okay. So those are the inspiring days. And mm, before leaving, I think I tell my son sometimes if I die, so you can put him. I want somebody known as a gambler. I would just take the risk without worrying on what is going to happen tomorrow. I mean, what we are seeing today in COVID, I think I have lived COVID many times. I would switch my career, leave the job without having the next job in hand and thinking what life will bring. Just do it. So,
Yeah. So the way that you see the life, and you keep experimenting on your life. It's a really, you can say it's not possible for everyone to take this kind of challenge. So wishing you all the best. The people, those who have joined second day and those who haven't joined on first day. So I'll just give brief about the session and what it's about it. So we are talking on the topic that is called as positive and centered living in uncertain times. So life is a continuous flux in current socio-economic scenario, and the world has been severely affected by the pandemic in today's session. In today's session, we will be focusing on the session on some practical tools and techniques to focus on the balancing of our energy between head, heart, and being, changing our outlook from grudges to gratitude and transformation to emotions. Mindfulness and meditation techniques to tackle anxiety and remain centered in current situation. Using sound, breath, and visualization as a bridge to enter into deeper silent space within. Understanding the importance of catharsis for a modern day professional. The only expectation from all the participants is to be total and playful in the entire session, and it will be purely activity based session. So I request all of you to, let's welcome the facilitator, Mr. Bhupesh Sethi. Bhupesh ji, over to you now. Thank you.
thank you, Veer. And just like yesterday, flowers and light for the participants. No better way than to do it through this.
Thank you.
Okay, I welcome everybody who has joined in today, and I feel as a friend to take this across to people through an electronic medium is really humbling. I have done various sessions in person, but to do it through electronic media over the internet is a different experience. Just to recap, yesterday we had done three basic things. One was around sound, the second was around gratitude, and the third was around catharsis, gibberish. And today we will do the thing around sound again, but I'm going to add a separate technique on catharsis, that is shaking your body, and take a couple of techniques on breathing and visualization. When we talk about positive and centered living, I feel centering is something. I mean, if you look at the entire society, then the most centered people, as we started the discussion with, was either I find mystics from various ages who've been there, or I would say small children. We might say that they're full of energy, but when they sleep, they are absolutely centered. They're right there, dreamless sleep. They're within themselves, present here and now, just leaving all worries and insecurities apart. I feel if we can be present in our center, right there in the moment, really the need to be positive doesn't arise. It happens on its own accord. If we are there present in the moment, it will happen on its own accord. To start today's session, we will start with sound. That is my favorite. Uh, I feel the technique to take me deeper within. And all of you can participate. We will start with a small gong bath and the bells. You can close your eyes, listen to the sound that is around, and slowly and gradually come to the present moment, being aware of whatever is happening around. I'll keep guiding you. To begin with, you can just let yourself immerse into the sounds that are there, and just be one. Bring your entire energy to your ears and feel as if you're listening from the heart. Just listen from the heart keeping your eyes closed. Just listen through the heart. Stay in the moment. Keep aware. You can keep your eyes closed. Just relax your body. Stay in the moment. Wherever you are, on your bed, on a chair, bring your focus to the outside environment. Whatever you are hearing around you, be completely aware. Bring your focus to your toes, to your legs, to the chair or bed you are sitting in. Be completely aware of your body from head to toe, how the body feels. Gently relaxing your shoulders and your lower jaw, come to your breathing. Become aware of your breathing pattern. Breathing is slow and relaxed. The body is still. Becoming aware of your thoughts. The mind is slowing down. As you become aware, it tends to relax again. The body is completely relaxed, the breathing is slow, and the mind is silent. The body is relaxed, breathing is slow, and the mind is silent. Bring your entire energy, your entire focus to the present moment. I am here and now. I am here and now. Here and now. Not worrying about the world, just staying in the moment. Here and now. Slowly and gradually open your eyes. Hmm. So, starting with the sound now, as I promised yesterday, that we'll be doing techniques around breath and maybe dance. And how does it keep ourselves positive and centered? It is a very surprising thing. I mean, if I was to, I'm not a, I would not say I'm a postgraduate in yoga, but I practice. I've done a foundation course. Every time we change our breathing pattern, our thinking changes, and gradually it just tends to slow down. Our thoughts are directly linked to our breathing pattern. So, very critical as and whenever during the day you feel the stress is catching up, one thing that can be done on an instant basis is to change your breathing. There's a book named by 60 Seconds to Peace. It starts with change your breath, change your world. So, we are going to do a small activity which can be practiced at your office, home, whatever time. We are going to inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. We're going to do this 5 times. Big gushing exhalation out through the mouth. Extremely easy. Changes the entire thought pattern. At times makes you relax like nothing else in 60 seconds. Coming to a small meditation technique based on breath, known as Anapan Satiyo. It is to be one with the breath, inhalation and exhalation, inhalation and exhalation, inhalation and exhalation, being aware of it. Three things to be done. One is for 5 minutes, we will inhale and exhale, completely being aware. Not to put pressure, just inhaling and exhaling, becoming a witness of whatever is around. I am not asking you to take any special posture wherever you are. You can be extremely comfortable. Just relax your body, come to your breathing, inhalation and exhalation. And start with me. Slow, deep inhalation, slow, deep exhalation, becoming aware of your breathing. Just being one with your breath. Inhale and exhale, inhale and exhale. Just being a witness to your breathing. The breath goes in, I'm aware. The breath flows out, I'm aware. With every passing breath, I'm just becoming a witness to whatever is around. Witness to the body, to the mind, to the breathing. Feel the energy flowing through the body with every inhalation and exhalation. Inhale and exhale deeply to your hara center, to your navel center. Just being a witness. Now let go of any effort that you might be putting in and follow the natural rhythm of breath. In and out, the breath comes in and goes out. Just be one with it. Just being a witness. The breath goes in and comes out, and I'm completely aware. Following the natural rhythm of of the breath, letting go of any effort that you might have put in. Just relax wherever you are. Feel with me, I am just a witness of the body. I am a witness of my breathing, a witness of my thoughts. I am just a witness to the outside, to the inside. Completely relaxed, aware in the present moment. No memories from the past, no worries of the future, just present in the moment. Slowly and gradually taking a couple of deep breaths, slowly and gradually opening your eyes. Breath acts as the most potent way to get rid of any insecurities, fear, or tensions that we might have. A 5 minute alteration in our breathing pattern can change our brain waves, bring us back to this moment, charged, alive, and ready to take on the challenges of life. Something very close to my heart is a technique known as Kundalini meditation. I'm not going to take up all of it. It comes from the world of Osho. I'm just going to take the first step. And the first step is letting your body shake with the energy of the earth. So, I will not tell you to shake your body. Yesterday we did the cathartic meditation that was gibberish. We'll do it again today for 10 minutes. But this particular technique involves your entire body from head to toe. I'm going to stand slightly behind so that you can see when I'm doing it. One thing to remember is you need to shake yourself up and arise all the energies and get rid of the energy blocks that might be there. It's like giving yourself an energy bath, shaking off your tensions, getting rid of whatever unnecessary burden I am there on my shoulders, in my heart, just let it go. The mind and the body is a psychosomatic unity. If I work on one, I automatically work on the second. So if I'm working on my body, it has a parallel effect on my mind also. If I get rid of the tensions in my body, it gradually helps me to eradicate anything that is burdening my heart or my mind. It helps in transforming the emotions and getting rid of any negative thoughts that might be around. So, 10 minutes, we'll stand at our place if you're comfortable wherever you are and don't have much of pain. So, we'll stand with our feet about 1 feet apart and feel as if the shaking is rising from my heels and going up to my head, and the entire body is possessed by shaking. Just very gently, playfully, just like a small child, let our body shake. So, if you can see me, my feet are slightly apart, and I'm standing here and feel as if the energy is rising through my feet and going up from my toes towards my head, and my entire body is shaking. Just shake, shake, shake. Feel as if the entire body is shaking from head to toe. From head to toe, shake your body from head to toe. Just like a small child, be possessed by the shaking. Shake, shake, shake completely. My feet, my hands, my legs, the entire body from head to toe is vibrating. It's just vibrating with energy. Just for 5 minutes, give yourself a good shake. Feel the energy rising from your toes, going up to your head. The entire body is vibrating with energy. Shake, shake, shake. All the tensions, the blocks are dissolving. We are just shaking from head to toe. From head to toe. 2 more minutes, 2 more minutes, give your 100%, shaking from head to toe. 2 more minutes, give your 100%, shake your body, vibrating with energy. Just a good hard shake. Okay, that really charges you up. Just for a minute, stay silent. Getting rid of any, and I mean any negativity. Shaking works like wonders. First thing in the morning when you get up, if you don't want to go for a walk or exercise or yoga or your gym routine, 10 minutes of just shaking yourself up will get you into the zone. Will just get rid of any nuisance around, will just rise all the energy that is in, and it is channelized towards your higher centers. You become more alive, you become stress free, and you're more charged up. Followed by a minute or 5 minutes of silence. If you have time, then maybe 30 minutes of silence. If you're busy, then 5 minutes is there. It works wonders. Shake. Let your whole body vibrate and it transforms your energy. Yesterday we talked about either we express or we suppress, but we do not transform. I am saying it is transformation of energy from one to the other, from bad to the good. We are using our own life force to get ourselves into a new rejuvenated self and ready for the day. Probably the best thing to do is in the morning. It just wakes up all the energy, and that energy can be utilized throughout the entire day in whatever your day is planned and however you will. Can be done anytime. Can be done anytime. Okay. Coming to gibberish. Yesterday I got feedback that gibberish was good and we should repeat it maybe once more. Uh, if I roll back, probably the only thing to reclaim in life is actually my innocence. I read somewhere that innocence is creativity and courage both. You know, an innocent child is courageous as well as creative. He's not scared of how the world would feel or do. He just goes where his heart says yes because he's innocent inside. As I said, children are the biggest mentors because what they do, they are doing from a clean heart, and one should observe with very keen eyes what children are doing. So, gibberish to me is a very lightning exercise which takes you back to your good old childhood days where you're not worried about the persona or what the people will say and think about you. For new people, this is a meditation technique that we are going to do for about 15 minutes. And the logic behind the technique is that if we get rid of language for some time, we get rid of our mad mind or thinking process that is on the inner chatter. If there is no language, how do we think? Also, when we express ourselves through the mouth, it's a very lightning activity. So, what we have to do is first 10 minutes, we will utter sounds which our mind cannot understand. Let me repeat, for first 10 minutes, we will utter sounds that our mind cannot understand. Just like small children do who have not gone to school, they have their own way of talking and doing things which adults can't understand. But yes, they do. Just like the sparrows, the whole nature, it has its own language, but human beings don't understand. So we have to utter sounds that mind cannot understand for first 10 minutes, and then for next 5 minutes we will stay still. The first step is throwing out whatever garbage we might be carrying in our head by way of thoughts. We just unburden ourselves. It is unburdening process, and the next 5 minutes is staying still in the moment, just being here and now. When you are in the second process, in the second stage, when you are still, focus on the third eye center. Don't move your body, just as if you are statue. Freeze. There is third stage to also do it, that we lie down as a corpse, as if we are dead. But if you are sitting in a chair, it may not be possible. If you are there in a bed, then you can do the third stage of lying down as a corpse, as if you are dead. So this 15 to 20 minutes we will take out. First 10 minutes we will unburden ourselves. Next 5 minutes we will stay still. And then those who have the option can lie down at a place. I will just demonstrate to you for a minute, and then we will go ahead and do it together. So when we say taking out sounds that the mind cannot understand, speak anything. The only condition is you should not understand what you speak. Volume is not the case, so you could be soft, you could be loud, as in where you are, whichever way the situation allows. You can speak very softly, but the only thing is it has to be absolutely innocent, which you can't understand. So let's start. 10 minutes of unburdening, and then we will sit silently. Karalovo pashite kono papae gogo go pashidi koloma pakaka gogo pidi gogo bujini komo gogo yokorale gomo papashi gogo papayara la logo pashite gogo yakari homo papashidi gogo papashite Humo shikiri le gaga popo jini ne mo popo shine ne ni goro lo mo goya karo lu kupashiti homo shalu kaze bidi bidi de popo da koro la papa shini no shu go mo jini lo ki popo yo go de guarda la papa jini oro la fa jini lo guarda he Kuma shaki goku dan kau dan delti kita bercu bawa dan lalu bawa jangan Home about you, Jawa shiki, Loba shake, Lele, Boba, Passion, more passion, go, Betty, Holy Passion, Ole Shimo, Paraliku, Level, Shidi, do ayaka no mashidi go yekriti mordri lele o yakubo ukishiki mama yokuru liga bashu dam bridi ko bate kwa bo jibra ko le baba shunta wacho trahe le papa yakara Owa ko mama shun ti mordra la lo papa shinde le ko Awili komo kaike wede guru leka chubi jugu bogo. Homa jege de guru le go go. Ore laka shuni moko koko koko jubi shubartu. Logo boya kambale boya shidi boya karle go baba. Omajudono gokapapa chidiku jugu dego dego la lawa pa jago ke go ke go ke go le le pa pa jago de joga de le ku le go go yi ni jugu de le pa pa shundra pure kre ku le pa pa jugu de go le pa pa chete ko le ne mo pa pa jugu jugu de go de Local city chuva the regule, Gorona Kamule, Baba Shudu, over the regular Bulika Chuva, over the regular Nova Jum Jum, over the regular Baba Shishi, Hurule Hansi, the Kuru Tripur. Oh, Yakirule Papa Shivata, Yakule Mapa Shini, Uba, Gigo, Baba, like Papa Shito. Kuja kuluka wabaju kuruda kulele. Rakila mule papa yo kororo ni khiji ki koko papa yiri. Horo la chuwa je kwarta de kulele la. Pa bo bo ya bo 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 de ni baba ya ka. Horo ne kushunu papa shunu tero kulele kushin tero tre galule bo pachiti pati. Okay, stop. Close your eyes. Relax your body and freeze. Don't move. Stay still. The mind is unburdened. The body is relaxed. No movement of the body or of the mind. Just stay in the present moment. Here and now. Just stay here and now. Looking withinwards. Just look within without moving your body. Complete stillness. Stillness in the body, stillness in the mind. I am here and now. Slowly and gradually take a couple of deep breaths. and open your eyes. One very interesting thing that I would like to do, actually, it's a very small energy balancing technique, I would say. One way to balance your energy is through the breathing. We do the alternate nostril breathing. We inhale through the left, exhale through the right, inhale through the right, exhale through the left. This is balancing our left and right hemisphere to bring us in this moment. Another thing that you can do, which will balance your energies and as well as get rid of the ego or head centeredness, is swaying. Now, swaying is, I'm not saying that you're getting rid of the gas in your stomach or the bloating that you are feeling. It's just swaying. Lifting your left butt up, lifting your right hip up, and just swaying as a small child. Just for 5 minutes from here to there to here to there. Beautiful thing that can be done in the night before you sleep. Just sway. Just sway. Lifting your left hip up, then the right hip up, and from one way to the other, from one way to the other. Just for 5 minutes, slowly and gently swaying, just as if the whole body from head to toe is in a slight dance within. When we sway, we come to our heart. When we sway, we come to our heart. It is a let go exercise, letting go of the tensions and the worries we might have had. Just sway with me from the right to the left for 5 minutes, gently swaying with your arms, with your body. Just sway, become a small child. Dancing in your chair, dancing in your bed without giving yourself much effort on a lazy Sunday. So just sway. 5 minutes every day coming to the heart. Rather than watching WhatsApp, you can sway. Rather than watching the news about coronavirus, you can sway. Just sway. And after 5 minutes, gently relax yourself in one position without moving your body. Come to a silent space. The whole energy has come back to my heart center. Feel the existence rather than thinking about worries. Just feel. 5 minutes of swaying followed by 5 minutes of silence can take me into a deep, relaxed state, getting rid of my head, coming to my heart, and in this space I can go back to sleep. Okay. Gently opening our eyes, coming back to the present moment. Three beautiful things we did today. One was to shake ourselves up from head to toe. First thing in the morning, to get the energies rising, get rid of the tension, get rid of any negativity from here and now. Second thing, I named it as Anapan Satiyog, although Anapan Satiyog is a complete art, is a way of life, I would say. But coming to my breath, inhalation, exhalation, inhalation, exhalation, inhalation, exhalation. Just being one with your breath, being a witness to your breathing pattern. First 5 minutes, we can do it with slight effort so that we are aware of the breath goes in, the breath goes out, the breath comes in, the breath goes out. After 5 minutes, you can even let go of any effort and just be one with the flow of the air. Just be one with it. Third thing, I said very simple is swaying. What would you give me to reclaim your childhood days? If you were to become like a small child, the only thing that happens is this is that a little bit of ego and my self defense mechanism of what people will say has to be left. From left hip to the right hip, from left hip to the right, just like a small child, just like a small child, from left to the right, from left to the right. And finally, after 5 minutes, staying still. It works wonders on the mind, the heart, and on the body before you sleep. We also did gibberish, getting rid of the language for 10 minutes, speaking something which mind cannot understand, befooling your own weird patterns of thought, getting rid of the continuous thought pattern that is inside. 10 minutes catharsis, 5 minutes of silence, and then lie down. These two activities can be done last in the night before you sleep, and they work wonder. You can be on your bed and nothing to worry. I started the session with sound, and I would like to end this session again with sound because that is probably the primal thing in us. The ears are always open, and we can bring our energies to the ears and be here in the present moment. So, for 5 minutes, we'll listen to the sounds and then we go into the interactive part of it. Be one with me and enjoy the warm bath. Close your eyes and enjoy the sounds. Just listen, no worries, just listen. Let's end the session with gratitude, touching both our eyes in immense gratitude, giving thanks to our ears, to our head, to our brain, just touch lovingly to your entire body. Give thanks to your physical body. It is in your service day in, day out. Immense reverence touching your lungs, your heart center, stomach, eyes, knees. And a sense of gratitude towards existence for whatever it has given you. Acceptance and thanks for life the way it is, for whatever it has given you.
Thank you so much, Bhupeshji. It was really a wonderful experience to all of us. And I'm very much sure that the people, those who have joined, or maybe the people, those who will watch this video later, they will definitely experience something different. So thank you so much for your time. And I would request audience to please put your questions on the chat box so that we can take your questions through the comment section. And till the time people are writing here, uh, thank you, Dr. Suparna. Thank you, Mr. Verma, for your encouraging words. Manish ji, Jyoti, Asis, Bhanu, thank you so much. Nepal ji, thank you for your comments. So it's really Pankaj ji, thank you so much. It's really encouraging for us that people have joined and appreciating us for this activity. So life skill series is something which we have started uh, recently, and we are expecting that if it appreciated by the all the our members, will definitely keep continuing it with the different theme and different speakers. So taking some questions, Bhupeshji, from the registration. At the time of registration, people have posted their questions. So this question is from Mr. Manoj Sharma. He is working as manager HR at Safetree, and his question is that technique to improve efficiency and how to be detail oriented. So he's asking question on can this SQ, this spiritual quotient, can help the improvising in of our efficiency? It's a very good question.
Hmm. I will be slightly non political and absolutely truthful in this case. During my conversation, I mentioned somewhere that innocence is creativity and courage both. Nobody is more, I should not use the word efficient, but he's in the moment when he's doing something. The corporate sector would look forward to productivity. How much more in lesser time? That is what the objective of our organization is. I'm saying if you are present in the moment, Six Sigma is different. How kitni less mistakes हमने करी हैं, that is separate. But if you are there in the moment, chances are lesser number of mistakes would be made automatically. There is no two ways about it. If हिंदी में एक स्टेटमेंट होती है, मन लगा के काम करना, हम जनरली सिर लगा के काम करते हैं। मन लगा के काम करने का मतलब है कि when I am there doing my action, it could be preparing a document, it could be speaking to somebody on a conference call, it could be doing something in the plant, but I am present with that individual, with that task that has been given to me, and that is my life for that moment. So when we say centeredness, the positive and centered living, when I say I'm centered, nothing else to add, I am there doing that task and I'm not thinking rest of the world where it is. If I'm speaking to someone, if I'm making a document, if I'm doing something in the plant or the office or a call or doing something, I'm there present. As far as SQ goes, for me spiritual question, increasing, yesterday also we talked about it, that it's an inside out journey. Whatever feels right to the heart, the person will translate it into his daily actions, and those actions can be in his personal life or his professional life, both ways. He would walk that path no matter how tough it is, because at times you would feel around, when you come to the office, there is no SQ. So where the SQ works, but it works. Believe you me, that I've also worked in companies. I've worked as a enterprise account manager on in various roles. I've done it. When you go there, if you are honest in what you are doing, this way or that way, the results would come back to you. Every time I have expectation for something, I feel I am in a lower SQ, because my focus is on not what I was supposed to do, but my focus is on the cheese that I'm about to get. So that is one thing which is very clear to me. So I would not say I would like you to be productive. I would like you to be present in the moment. If you are present in the moment, and then see how the task flows. There's a lot of
Yeah, so Dr. Aparna is writing it's you can also term as
yeah,
mindfulness.
so,
Thank you, Dr. Aparna, for saying the right words. Um, Taking to the next question, which is from Mr. Krishnan. He's working as independent consultant, and his question is that how can we, the future Indian youth, develop readiness to handle any kind of pandemic like COVID? So he's talking about the future aspect of the that if something similar happens in future, so how we should be ready for that, and especially he's referring to the youth.
very relevant to me. I am a father of a teenage boy, so my son will be in that stage in next 5 years. Mm, I feel, if I was to put the entire spiritual journey in two words, it is energy in the body and silence in the mind. If I'm not coming from a silent space, I mean, this is not about anybody else, including my family. If my son is not working from a silent space, he is going to create some amount of nuisance, and he is going to be in some sort of insecurity or fear or continuous tension. I feel every child whatsoever, and each one of us can have a different way. Somebody can follow the path of yoga, somebody can follow the path of mindfulness, somebody can follow the path of maybe Tai Chi. Somebody needs to take up one activity during the day, where his energies are balanced and he's there present in the moment with all the so-called new age problems we have, you know, whether it could be population, it could be digital time on tab and mobile and television children are spending. I feel the energy that was flowing out and is distorted in different ways has to recollect and come to the present moment. So yoga could do it for you. Practicing mindfulness throughout the day can do it for you. Practicing something like a Tai Chi can do it to you. What it actually does to you is it is making you prepared for any adverse scenario that could come. Getting rid of any fear of what will happen tomorrow. ऐसा नहीं हुआ तो क्या होगा? What happens if what people are going to think about me? One request to the parents who are listening to this is not to press their ambition into their children. That's a huge mistake we make, that my son or my girl has to become so and so. No, sir. Please don't push your ambition into your, because once we put in that seed of ambition, 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 and then we say the next generation is scared, it is bound to be, because they are all buried under the expectations of their family, their peer mates, their classmates, that they are doing this, so I should also be competitive to them. No ambition. Everybody is different. Somebody can be a rose flower, somebody can be a lotus flower, somebody can be a cactus. What matters is whether you are flowering. Whether you are a wild flower or a rose flower is not matter. But point is you have to flower to your own potential. Each individual is unique. Respect him as the person he is and ensure he has the energy in the body to perform and he has a silent mind to take up any adversity or insecurity or challenge that life throws at him. That is what has to be done, and nothing better than yoga, tai chi, or any spiritual activity to undertake.
Thank you so much, Bhupesh ji, for giving your advice, and I think it will help. Definitely will help people those who are listening to us. There is one request from Verma sir is that we must do the follow-up session after 15 days, and participants should do meditation, gibberish, and catharsis, and then experience himself and share their experience. Yes,
ये रोज करना है. This has to be done, every day. Uh,
yes.
I mean, Veer, you know what? For me, there is no spirituality. It is all about reclaiming your childhood.
Hmm.
दोबारा से बच्चा बन सके अगर, if we can be a child again, it gets rid of the ego, the biggest challenge, and then so ये तो 7 minutes ये SOP में, this has to be put in the SOP ना. You have to be a child again. But
Thank you.
we will do 15 days. We will do
Yeah.
definitely.
So the next question I'm taking from Mr. Sumant Kumar. He is working as assistant manager at Somme Home Innovation Limited, and his question is very relevant. And how to evaluate SQ? That evaluation of spiritual question. That suppose somebody started 2 year back or 5 years back, somebody is just starting it, or somebody is practicing it from 10 years. So is there any way to evaluate it, or there is anything that we can use it for evaluation of SQ?
If I go as per the trainer perspective, I can give you a psychometric test of 30 questions that if you answer those 30 questions, I will come to you that this is your SQ. And if I go by my inner calling, in 2 words, I can complete this answer. Answer number one is awareness, and answer number two is love. If your awareness is increasing and your love and compassion is increasing, be rest assured you are on the right path. And if for 10 years I have been practicing any kind of meditation or spiritual undertaking, and my ego is still there as it is, and my love has not increased, and my awareness has not increased, then probably I'm doing the activity, but it is more mechanical. Or even if it is not mechanical, what I'm doing the rest of the day is actually washing it off. There are two things people ask me, what technique we should adopt. So I say it is not about what meditation technique. The question is about right living. It is not about what you do for 1 hour. Then what you do for remaining 23 hours is equally important. So it is a combination of right living and doing those techniques for an hour or 2 hour or 30 minutes. So one is adopting the right food, the right sleep, the right way of talking. It is not imposed, but it comes from inside out. So the two words always remember: one is compassion, second is awareness. If love is not increasing towards everybody and compassion is not increasing and awareness is declining, then maybe not doing, or we need a change in what we are doing. These are the two biggest parameters for SQ. If somebody is compassionate and if somebody is aware.
Hmm. Thank you. It's a very simple way that you have defined it to know that where you are moving upwards or you are
So
not moving.
there's no other
So
barometer.
yeah, thank you. The last question from the audience those who have registered. The name is Mr. Ashish Bhattacharya. He is working as DGM HR at HSIL Limited. He talks about social quotient, not about the spiritual quotient. He is saying that social quotient is psychology. How far it matters.
See, I would rather put it to the EQ than SQ. For me, SQ is always spiritual question and not a social question. Every time we talk about a social question, we are trying to actually stand at a place in other people's eye and not in our eyes. The other is more important than me myself. How I move in the society, what is my position, and how I interact with people, my interpersonal skills, my communication. That is all fine. But for me, I mean, per se, this particular session, I would not like to go into taking that into account. I would rather say, for me, SQ is spiritual question. And if compassion and awareness increases, tell me one person that would not like to come close to a person who is more loving and more aware. Everybody is scared of a person who has a bad tongue and would speak the rough words to you. But there won't be a person who would like to come closer. Yesterday we talked about that. Trust and love are probably the most scarce emotion on the globe. Those are the two things which are most rare to find. So one has to work on inside. From outside, I can manipulate my behavior as per the person who's standing in front of me. Really doesn't work. Would not work wonders. You could earn a good living, get a promotion, but the change inside, I'm really not sure. You could gather all the stuff from the outside world with your social quotient, but maybe the spiritual quotient goes for a break. So rather work on a journey both ways, especially the inside way. That is critical. That is critical.
So very good input is coming from our audience. Aparnaji is writing that we will come across a few magical moments, and in those we realize the improvement. It means that you know mm, feeling by yourself is a best evaluation that you will come to know when your SQ will improve. So your own feeling will start making you aware that you are improving in this area. What do you say on
No,
it?
uh, Veer, I would like to point out one thing in this that, and I'm slightly bad at it. In this lockdown, for the first time, I opened a social networking account. I was not on WhatsApp. I was not on LinkedIn. I was not on Facebook. I was not on YouTube. I was not on any social media whatsoever. I live my life. I eat my food. I enjoy my life with my family. Listen to my master and go off to sleep. For whatever money I have, I live my life in that. Now, the lockdown came, so people said, Mukesh, you have to do something. So I said, okay, let's start. Let me be on WhatsApp and LinkedIn. So let's start with two. But as far as possible, staying away from public opinion is extremely important. What is the other person going to tell? Who am I? What does he know? It comes from inside. You know from inside you what kind of person you are, and we don't need justifications from rest of the world. That what, how does it matter? By end of the day, when I look at my face in the mirror, I know what kind of person I am and where I'm going wrong or right. So that is how it is. But I've made a debut with WhatsApp, and this is probably my first video on YouTube.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
and a lot
Thank
of
you.
credit goes to you.
Thank
To
thank you so
HR.
much for making your debut on our platform. So it's really
Yeah. So HR, I have to, I'm happy to do that.
Yeah, yeah. So, Anna, we are coming to the end of this session. If you wish to, close this with your, final comments, because it's a 2 days workshop that we have done. So, what kind of advice that you want to give the people, those who have joined now, and also those who will listen later, these 2 days, our conversation and whole activities. So what they should take it as a learning, final learning from you.
Hmm, Step one is gratitude. Look all around. Would start from your parents and nature. People who've done something and never expected a penny from you. Have love and compassion towards them at least. The trees, the master, the existence. It gives. It changes you, and it has to be done every day. Second step is right living, not the right technique. This is where I also go wrong. At times, you would feel that, oh, we've done meditation for 1 hour, we've done yoga for 1 hour, and now let's go to work. We are complete. No. It is a continuous, ongoing journey of ensuring that my energies are balanced between my head, heart, and being. Am I not only operating from the head? There is heart also, and there is my being center also. So, as many times during the day it is possible, try and feel, not to think. I would say whenever you feel like thinking, if there is space, start and sing a song. Rather sing than think, because that will again bring your energies back to your heart, to your feeling center. So balance your energies. We did two or three things. We did gratitude, we did swaying, we did shaking. That body and mind is psychosomatic unity. Not to sit like this and say, okay, yeah, I'll tell you how life goes. No, sir, it is not like that. You have to be a childlike. Remember, what to say about somebody else. Let's talk about me. When I was a 7-year-old child or a 5-year-old child, I didn't have a car. I didn't have this bungalow. I never lived in the Himalayas. But those days were better. I would not say amazing. I still live a very good life. But still, there is something left, and that something is, to what extent can I dissolve the ego? Can I come to the present moment in mindfulness? Become a childlike. Okay, it's not possible in office. At least at home, it is possible. Not to carry those negative or the tensions back home. Do something that relaxes yourself. Very important thing, before we sleep, invest 20 minutes at least on your sleep. Yesterday we talked about the ROI.
Mhm.
Sleep is probably the biggest thing we do in the day, about 6 to 8 hours every day. We are spending about one fourth to one third of our life on it, and we are not ready to, give 20 minutes to it. We eat food, and to cook food takes about an hour, and we eat in 20 minutes. And we have to invest those 20 minutes, whether it is breathing, whether it is sound, whether it is catharsis, whether it is gibberish, whether it is dance, whichever way you feel that you come to your heart, invest those 20 minutes to bring your energies back down and then go off to sleep. I feel the better we sleep, the better we perform. The more silent we are inside for those 6 hours, probably we'll be able to take that emotion back to our office also, to our plant also. So investing those 20 to 30 minutes every day towards your sleeping is extremely important. And one thing that can be surely done is to get rid of the social media and television at least 30 minutes to an hour before you sleep. Putting the Wi-Fi off, putting the TV off, getting yourself into a zone where I'm becoming silent, and then going off to sleep. Because if we meditate before sleeping, it gives us the maximum effect. 20 minutes can actually translate into 4 hours. Be rest assured. I know how it works. Finally, focus on things that you can, not to focus on things that you can't. How many people are suffering from COVID? Can I do? No. I can wear a mask. I can use a sanitizer. I can do social distancing. If tomorrow my company says my salary is being cut by 20%, everywhere in the industry it's the same. And remember, the tough days are the test of the people who stand by you. Yesterday we discussed. So we have to think about what is good in our life and how we can walk from here. Stop thinking about how bad it is. Start beating the drum of the things that you want to happen in your life, then beating the drum of the things that have gone bad. So be extremely positive in terms of how I want to flow from this point on. We talked about something known as aligning my actions to my vision. If my actions and vision is not aligned, then I'm not going in the right way, because I'm speaking something and I'm doing something else, and then I'm cribbing about how bad it is. It is going to be. So, we can take baby steps, but we have to ensure that whatever my vision in life is, I'm slowly and gradually walking towards that vision. No matter how slow my path is because of my responsibilities, I'm not able to concentrate or I'm not able to give so much time, but still take those steps. Be very sure of what do you want and how we might reach there. So not to focus on what is going wrong. It's not in my control. Do what is in my control. Stay in a sense of gratitude, and only two parameters: love and compassion. Compassion and awareness. So compassion and awareness, and these are the two things that ends it all. बच्चे जैसा बनना है. If we can be a child again, I think the journey is done. I read somewhere, it's a very beautiful statement. I read that, first 35 years of my life, we keep on telling people that, who I am, where I work, what is my designation, what is my qualification, this and that. And by the age of 35 and 40, we realize, we have everything today. We have a car, we have a house, we have money, we have designation. But there is something missing that was there in childhood. And that something missing has to be reclaimed. Now you've gained everything. Now is it time to get rid of head and come to your heart and then to your being center. So that is the journey for me.
Thank you for your closing comments. Before I end this session, I would like to know. Suppose somebody wants to follow you, or somebody wants to invite you for their organization. So, what is the way to connect with you? Like any website that you want to, or any way medium that you they can
So
connect with you.
probably I will share one HRIR platform. I'm currently present on LinkedIn and can share the mobile number and the email IDs,
Mm-hmm.
and probably share with you so that it can go to the group and people
Mm-hmm.
can get that. Otherwise, I have a website also and on LinkedIn. So mobile, email, and LinkedIn, three ways
Okay,
people
so
can.
we will be putting the details in the comment section. People will go and get the information from there. So thank you so much for your time, and you have given us 2 days, especially for doing this workshop. I am very much sure that the people, those who have joined both the days, I think Manish ji and many of some of the people have joined the second 2 days session also. So I would request them to give their feedback that how we can do it in future in the similar sessions.
Hmm.
And thank you everyone, those who have given their time on Sunday and joined this session for knowing the life skills. So we are very much thankful for them. We are also thankful to our mentors like Verma sir, and there are Deepak sir. There are many. So those it's a kind of we are fortunate to have mentors like them who is mentoring us for running the whole thing. And the core team members, like there are many. I would not like to take the name, but the core team behind all these things that is happening. So we are fortunate that we have that kind of team with us who supporting us. That's why we are moving, and it's more than 3+ years that we are running this whole initiative without any commercial intention. So I'd like to thank everyone. uh, Deepak Sharma sir is putting some comments I'd like to take. Sitting in horizontal position, closing eyes is not meditation. Same as twisting the body is not yoga. So he is also a mystic, actually. I know that.
Becoming a child is meditation for me, getting rid of my ego.
So he's also a unique kind of person. So I'm fortunate to have advice from him. So thank you so much, everyone, and we are already completed with the time. Thank you for joining, and we would love to take your feedback and improve on it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank
Vidhi
you.
Flas. Thank you.